Shoots reviews. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and a share. Well, I'm out and about today in the woods, well, forest. Just heading off to a nice little spot now, what I found the other day. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the 2-man Polish lavuue canvas tent that came in the post the other day. We've got my big burger on today, we've got a sleeping bag, the tent. We're cooking a nice steak later on the open fire, so I'll bring you something like that. If you remember back on the earlier videos also, when I made them indoor firelighters with the dryer lint and wax, I brought one of them with me so I can start the fire later. Yeah, so I'll be back when we hit the campsite, guys. See you in a bit. Hi guys, well, we're back to the spot that I found the other week, as you might have seen. Well, it was a hell of a trek in the woods with all that pack. Definitely need to look at getting fitter. That's one of the main things to think about, is your fitness levels in a shift environment, in emergency situations. Do you have the fitness and the stamina to carry on when it's needed? I sure as shit don't. Sorry, pardon the language. Right, well guys, let's see what we're up to today. As you can see, we're in the great outdoors. I've looked around and found a suitable camp area. The main things to look at is, when you're finding an area to pitch up in, is above yourself, to make sure that there's no branches that can fall or snap off in the wind at night when you're asleep, fall onto your tent, fall onto your bivvy, and possibly seriously injure yourself from it, maybe even result in you dying. So that's one thing to look out for. You know, in a real survival situation, you'd be looking at conserving as much of your energy as possible. So that would be finding around your location. A good emergency shelter for 24 hours is a fallen tree stump. Is a fallen tree with a large stump on it. We'll bring you that one in another. Next time I come up, I'll be doing a shelter like that for you, so you can see what that one's like. But yeah, so moving on to today now. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the Polish lavuue, like I said earlier. Here's the poles. It's a 2-man tent. The beauty about this is it's a strong canvas. It can also be turned into a poncho for yourself. It's designed to be carried by 2 people, 1 person with each set of poles and 1 person with each half of your canvas. This is so you can have it as a poncho. Also, in an emergency, 2 people have a use of a shelter instead of just the one, as you both have the poles. You don't necessarily need to use the poles that come with it. Another good tip would be to use the extendable hiking pole. Then you can extend it to the height that you wish. It already has a spike on the bottom as your anchor. Once I've put the tent up the traditional way, using the poles that comes with it, I will see what it's like. And if I don't like it that way, I will show you another way to pitch the tent using guide rope. Normally you'd use a carabine as well to attach the top of the tent to the guide rope going across. However, just for tonight, as I'm only out for a couple of days, I'll just tie the string up if I need to. So yeah, what we'll do first is we'll lay it all out. It doesn't come with any instructions, by the way. That was a bit of a downside. So I've watched a few videos, it's had it all out anyway. It looks pretty straightforward. So let's get cracking, shall we? Right, so first of all, I've checked around me. As you can see, no chances of any deadfall coming on top of me while I'm asleep. So, let's get crack on. Okay. As you can see, it's quite a large piece. This is just the one half that you can wear as a poncho. So, you would lay it down. In the way that you want. Like so. Okay, now we'll grab the second half. Okay, these have buttons on it. It buttons together at certain points. So let's crack on with this. Like as I said, these are designed as well to be ponchos for you to while you're out on your yomp, cover yourself and your pack with it, keep yourself nice and dry. These are perfect for winter. They have the chimney hole in it also, so you can put a wood burning stove with chimney inside there. They're great all-round tents. From what I've seen, I mean, they last forever, absolutely forever. I mean, these were mainly produced in early 1970s, I believe. These were produced. If I'm correct, I believe it was 1973 or 75 they were started being made. Right, so as you can see, I've laid it all out, guys, like so. There's little button loops on it, as you can see. So, as I'm in the open pretty much on one side, which is behind where the camera is, I'm going to position myself so I can have my doorway facing this way, which is just off camera. It's thicker with trees, so that should brace me more with less wind if the wind picks up tonight. It said it's going to get a bit windy and maybe a bit rain later on, so hopefully we can test the waterproofness out as well. Right, so I will be back in a second, guys, when I'm ready to do the poles and things like that. Right, guys, as I said, I'm back after I have buttoned it up. Once I buttoned it up, right, I then removed the poles from the bag. Inside the poles, they fit the tent pegs for it. They are bent when they come out, alright, so it's just what it is for ramming them in, I suppose, for space and convenience. However, you can, you know, if you don't want to take them, you can fashion your own out of sticks, which, you know, if I get time later on in the evening, if I'm bored, I'll knock one up for you. A quick tent peg so you can have a look. Right, so what I'm up to now, I have buttoned it all up on one side and laid it out onto the ground then, and I've gone round and I've put the pegs in to the shape that I want it, okay, as you can see, you know, 10 pegs. Right, so what I'm going to do now, okay guys, is I am going to be putting the old tent pole in there to see how that comes out. Sorry guys, just adjusting the camera. Right, so let's see what it looks like then with the tent pole. Right, on top of the tent there are two little pockets, okay? Here's one and here's one. Okay, what we do is we slip them inside each other. I know, no dirty jokes you dirty-minded lot. Right, so once we've slipped it in, we will then raise the tent, get the pole into position inside for yourself. Okay, as you can see now, so it's nice and secure. All that's left to do now is peg one last side down. Right, so let's just go down now, make sure all them tent pegs are all nicely set and in there. We don't want anything untoward happening in the evening, do we? So, double check the pegs, like I said, all nice. Okay, right, that's pretty much all done. Move this side out just a touch more. Absolutely perfect, guys. Right, so as you can see, 2 seconds, guys. Oh, as you can see, nice and cosy inside. You know, lots of room. Yeah, so what we do next, this is just after we put this up, what we're going to do next is we are going to go around, find some dried leaves or pine needles to lay down on the floor as like a cushion insulation, and then lay the ground sheet that I brought with me on top of that, and yeah, and then it's left to set up the old fireplace and then get some food on the go, I think. Right guys, I'll be back after I've sorted out the ground and put the ground sheet in. Let you see what it's like. Like I say, if it shoots reviews, I'm Steve. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, a share, get your mates into this. I'm going to be bringing you loads more videos, loads and loads more. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a moment. That's that all finished. Time to show you what it actually looks like, guys. Oh, as you see, lovely bit of kit inside. We've now got the all-weather army sleeping bag, ground sheet. Under there, we've got some leaves there to cushion myself, give me a nice comfy sleep. I've also got a nice base here for my my park and the bits and bobs that I need to keep safe. If you notice, we've got some nice little windows. These are also where your chimney vent will go through if you wanted to put a small wood burning stove in here. There is 4 in total, but only 3 are accessible as you button up over one of them when you put the tent up. What can I say? Good quality canvas. See if it holds up. I've just looked at the weather forecast again and where I am. We've got rain due about 10:30 at night. It's quite hot out here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off, and I'll be back on again later on after I've collected a load of firewood so I can show you the fire starter that we made not long ago, and so you can see it go in action. And maybe later on bring you a few other vids in the evening, you know, tell you how it's going, show you the sights. Yeah, so I'll be back after I've collected some firewood because I'm starving. I'm going to eat me spaghetti bolognese ration pack that I brought with me out the MOD 24-hour ration packs that you can get. They're on eBay. I am working on getting some in so I can offer them out as prizes every now and again. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit when I've got the fire going, ready to start the fire. So see you in about 20 minutes, guys. Well guys, I'm set with the old fireplace now. I'm going to try out that fire lighter like I made the other week. As you see, I've cut it down now into an individual fire starter. As I say, these are about 10 to 15 minute burn for each one of these. They work in the wind. It's a brilliant thing. So yeah, let's get the fire going so I can have something to eat. Absolutely starving. As you can see, the fire lighter, we're just going to light the corners. So as you can see, it's going nice. I've already got some bits and bobs here to build the fire up with. Okay, if you see I'm doing it like this because I've dug the pit, this is to keep the oxygen generating properly for the fire to build up correctly and receive all the oxygen it needs to carry on burning. As you can see, it's still going nice and strong. It hasn't even started touching the top of it yet. As I say, you'll just keep building these up and as we go. As you see, we've got a nice go on it. Absolutely brilliant start to the fire. Yeah, I've got no trouble with that one burning out today, I think. Well, I'll get back to you when I start my dinner. Like I say, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and a share. All the best, guys. I'll catch you shortly. Well, morning guys. Yeah, well, what a night. We had a ton of rain, quite windy, and yeah, my impressions of the tent after spending the night in it, especially in that weather, really good. Downside, in that really bad weather, you need to have the tent completely closed. That's including all the flaps. Condensation in the morning was a bit much, but I'm bone dry from the rain, so that's even better. But I think I'll waterproof it anyway, just in case. It's always good to maintain the kit. Yeah guys, so what can I say about the Polish lavuue? Well worth it, well worth the money. Easy to put up, you know, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I can't say much more about it. I got this one on eBay, brand new, military surplus, and it was £53 I think in total with shipping. So and this is the 2-man lavuue, so it's well worth getting, guys, well worth it. Yeah, so if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, a subscribe and a share, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.